So I was also thinking the other day, briefly, and I'm doing these videos back to back, but I was also thinking, um, I think the college football playoffs need to be changed. I think they need to be opened up to at least, like, I don't know, 16. I think 16 teams makes sense. You have the NFL that has 16, and 25 rankings that would make sense too because that's what we have as rankings. But I don't think they want playoffs that long, even though I think a lot of people would. But 16 makes a lot of sense. You'd have to start. It'd have to go in later into the year, but at the same time, I think it would just be really better to start earlier since you already have practices starting earlier. Just start earlier and go from there. Start in August, and I guess it wouldn't be bad. I don't know. Something has to be changed specifically because the way they have it structured now, just having four teams, doesn't really reward any of the other teams that are ranked. Why would you care about being in the Peach Bowl if you could be in the playoffs? And it's really messed up. It's really messed up that they have bias. They ideally what they want is Alabama and Georgia, and maybe Ohio State and Alabama. That's or something like that. They want these same teams in their Notre Dame. They never want other teams to be in there, and that's really a difficult thing to be a team that's part of that. To be a big conference team that gets like ranked 11th, and then so what? What the hell does that do? You don't get a chance. And then if you lose one game, or if you're not beating somebody by a lot of points, you're out. And I don't think that's also rewarding either. You should get a fine or a penalty for just blowing teams out like Ohio State did the other day. You shouldn't be allowed to. It's pretty stupid. You should be just whoever wins, and you go from there. And whoever had a more convincing win without blowing somebody out in terms of the football, that's the team that's highest ranked by strength of schedule, all that kind of stuff. So definitely needs to be restructured. And it just won't. I feel like it's just never going to happen. It's just, unfortunately, it's corrupted, and that's kind of the thing about sports is it's supposed to not be purely a business, but at the end of the day, it really is business, which makes it a lot less enjoyable because, and if you think your sport is free of it, you don't even know. Even tennis recently had that crazy racist drawing, so there's always controversy, there's always drama, there's always corruption, all these weird things that come up no matter what sport. And I mean, I guess it makes sense since the beginning of sports had that kind of corruption, but I digress. It's I guess what it is at this point. And I knew Michigan State wasn't going to win this week, but at the same time, it's like even if we did win by 3 points, we would have been out of the playoffs because we were barely beating bad teams. So it's unfortunate that it has to be that way because in the NFL you just win. That's couldn't have an Al Davis in college football. So, anyways, that's my take on that.